Hello, networking26. This is John Baldeon. Uh, I am a big fan of yours, sir. Thank you very much for all the projects that you put up. It's been very helpful, especially for this project that I've been working on. I'm not, uh, I'm not a developer per se, but simply because I graduated with a technology degree, my aunt decided to ask me for some help with a program. So essentially, right now, I'm just going to show you the program itself. Now that it's been pretty much completed. In Spanish, Archivos y Diseños SBA, Archives and Designs SBA. Alright, so I'm going to bring it up. And what she asked me initially was just to give her an application that will scan documents and that she would be able to pretty much determine what the name of the saved archive will, or saved file will be, and what format it would be, and the destination folder. But pretty much she started adding things after that. Like for instance, if you see the top left corner here, you see that's the date, predetermined date that I've added here. It's pretty much the date of the scanned file. But she also wanted to attach another field to the document that would say the document or when the document was written, or when the document was signed, or just a specific date. So for instance, if the scan date is 3/30/2013, which is today's date, she wanted to attach the field where she would say, okay, this document is actually from January 1st, 2001. Alright, but besides that, alright, here we're just going to put what the file, the beginning of the file name will be. Format, we're going to choose JPEG, and then the predetermined destination folder. Asunto just means a few notes also that she wanted to attach to the document, right? So for example, I'm just going to put human resources. I'm just going through this first part, which has nothing to do really with the database videos that you've been posting, not yet at least. So now that I've established the predetermined scanner, I'm just going to begin the scanning process. I'm going to scan. It's going to take just a few more seconds. Once the file is, or the paper, whatever, is scanned, it saves it into a file wherever we told it to save it. It saves it with the beginning of the file name is going to be whatever you determine it right here in this field, and it's going to give a date and the time that it was scanned. Okay, so the benefit of your videos here is that I was able to add another form, and the way we access the other form is just by clicking over here, look for archives. So when I click on look for archives, boom, and then this might look familiar to you right here. This is the table. Pretty much I've been working with this table with your different examples and different codes that you've been putting up on YouTube. You might also remember this part right here. So for instance, I have two files here, and I'm gonna filter them. I want to look for the name, right? And pretty much you can see that I can put C:\\, program files, etc., etc. It's still there. Let's say I put C:\files with J. It disappears because there's no document right now that starts with that's in the C drive that starts with J. It goes into program files, SBA, and then the name of the file. But what I noticed here, I'm not sure if you explained this in the video, but you can put the %, and then you can put whatever word you want. If I'm filtering, for example, in the name field, in the name column, and if I put, let's say, just the numbers 000246, 000246, and guess what? It picks up also specific strings that might be just in the middle of the entire name, which is great. That's a great functionality. So for instance, if I put just that and then I put John, both files are still there. But if I put Jonathan, I get the file that has Jonathan in the name. That's a great tool, I guess. And then just again, if I click on different ones, you notice that only one may be clicked at a time, and that was one of your videos. If we look at the date of the document, this is the date that it was scanned, this is the date of the document. I can also filter that, and I'm going to put 01 / 01, and right away we have the one that we filtered, the document that has 0101 in the beginning of the date field. In the same way, if we put a %, and let's say we put 2005, boom, 2005, the document right here from 2005, and so on and so forth, what you've already explained in your videos. Well, let me filter something with Jonathan in there, right? So I have just this one document, but I have two documents actually in the database. I'm going to click this document right here, which is just refresh, and it refreshes all the data that we have in the database. I can also actually double click on the file right here on this field. I double click on it, and I should be able to open the file that I scanned, which is great functionality. It doesn't do that with the other fields. I was able to make sure I excluded these fields, so only when I double click on this first one will the document open. And then I added a last column one that I was able to use to put a button in there to erase. So if we go over here to where I'm actually saving all the documents, this is where I'm saving it. Let me put in detailed view, and we're going to see this one that's called John Baldeón, right? We have a couple of John Baldeóns. Let's see which one I'm looking for. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 John Baldeóns. So I'm looking for the one that ends in 000832. 000832 right here. So once I click on delete, you will see that that file up here will also be deleted. It'll delete the file, and it'll delete the record in the database. So I'm going to click on borrar, which means erase. Click on it. Do you really want to erase? You always want one of those. You click OK, and you see that it's not there anymore, and it's also not here. Even when I press on refresh, I only have one record left in the database. And then I also have this functionality over here, which says number of records. Right now we only have one. I wasn't able to show you before, but this also increments as the amount or the number of records increment in this table. And that's also a great functionality if we want to know how many documents we've scanned throughout time, or how many documents for a specific date, or with a specific name. And that all with the help of your wonderful videos, my friend. Alright, so I'm closing this out, and alright, you have a good day, man, and keep posting some good videos. I'm sure I'll come back and ask for some help, or pretty much get some help from your videos right away without asking. Thank you, brother. Take it easy. Bye-bye.